Why is this the 2025 Corolla Cross the one that you want in your garage? I'll tell you why. Because of that naturally aspirated 2.0 liter four-cylinder engine paired together with the dual variable transmission, also known as a CVT. But everyone, I have to say, it is nice seeing a 2.0 naturally aspirated gas-powered engine. Why? Because we see a lot of manufacturers straying away, either putting in a hybrid, putting a turbo on it. But this has been literally tested with time, and this upholds, so this is screaming reliability. But now let's talk some MPG numbers. Starting with city MPG number, you're getting a whopping 31 city, 33 highway, and a 32 combined on a full crossover. It is a front-wheel drive, pushing 169 horsepower with 150 pounds-feet of torque. Coming over to the length, width, and height, 176 inches in length, 72 inches in width, 65 inches in height with a 104-inch wheelbase and 8.1-inch ground clearance. So what do you say? It's actually higher for the camping trip that you're gonna do, okay? Now, let's go ahead and bring to you guys the front end. LED projector headlights with the hazards, we left those on. Now the hazards are halogen, but get a load of the LED with the black housing. Very nice for this being just the lower trim. This is actually the L trim. And this is one of 7 trims in the Toyota crossover. Now I want to clarify that real quick. This is the entry level trim. There's L, LE, and XLE. Those are the 3 trims that you're going to get with the naturally aspirated gas-powered engine. If you want to go hybrid, you have the option of going hybrid, and you get 4 trims. You have a S, SE, a Nightshade, and an XSE in the hybrid engine option, okay? Now we have the matte black plastic grille up top, the lower grille also matte black plastic, and no fog lights here on the L trim, okay? Now shooting over to the driver's side of the car. Coming over, the L will not have any alloy rims or anything of that sort. You have a plastic hubcap with the black steely rims, and we have the tire coming in on a Continental Pro Contact. Is actually a pretty good tire for this Corolla L, and the size of this exact tire, you might ask, 215/65/17. Suspension system is a standard shock spring strut suspension. Matte black plastic wheel well trim coming over to the side mirror. This is very basic, but you do have a heated side mirror. Manual foldable, just like that. More matte black plastic trim. We have the protection on the door trims. This is actually an add-on option, as well as those mud guards there too, right behind those front tires and the back tires, okay? Now you might ask me, Vagabond builds, what would you do? Would you do the regular Toyota Corolla sedan or the crossover? And I have to say, I know it doesn't look as good as maybe the sedan, but I'm a fan of practicality. The practicality of the crossover is just there with all the room that you're going to get in the cargo, and I'm going to show you guys that in a bit. And the ground clearance at 8.1 inches, literally covering a whole lot more ground clearance than the sedans, okay? Over to the rear ends, we got a spoiler, a non-privacy glass, just pretty basic. No wiper for that glass, so that's pretty interesting. Dropping down, we have LED tail lights, but the hazards are halogen. Corolla Cross on the left. On the right, there's nothing, with a backup camera right over that license plate. Which brings us over to the license plate at Folsom Lake Toyota here at Folsom, California, right outside Sacramento, California. And we want to thank them and give them a shout out for providing us this beautiful Toyota Cross for this walk around review, so you guys don't actually have to leave your guys' couch when shopping for your Toyota. But if you find yourself needing to shop and coming to person to person, shoot over to Folsom Lake Toyota, and they got a great team to spend their time for the ins and outs of what you guys need. Now let's continue. Dropping down, more matte black plastic on the rear bumper fascia, finishing up with that exterior paint color on the wind chill pearl. That is the exterior paint color, and that is also going to cost you a little bit extra. Tailpipe is on the passenger side. Let's go ahead and open up to the cargo area. It is an electric button, but it does not self-assist, so you have to pull that up and get a load of that room. You are not getting this in a sedan, I have to say. And this is probably one of my favorite parts of things like the old Priuses, the new Crosses, or the Toyota Crown Signias, is the amount of cargo room. 22 cubic feet of space with the second row seat up. And then you get 62 cubic feet of space if you drop that second row seat down. 60% are on the right, 40% are on the left. Well, that seat's too far back, but you get 62 cubic feet of space. One thing I probably would have liked to see here on the Toyota Corolla Cross is this actually being on the same level. Okay, so you can actually lay down like a bed or whatever. On the right, we got nothing going on, just matte black plastic cover. There on the left as well. Let's go ahead and lift this. You get a tire, spare tire, so shout out, because the hybrids will get rid of the spare tires, okay? Now drop that down. Now that we're done talking about the trims, the powertrains, and the exterior with cargo, let's go ahead and talk interior. Before we continue with this interior, guys, if you find yourselves in the Sacramento, California area, and you guys need a passenger van rental, check out the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals for the friends and the family, the funds and the pleasures for places like Lake Tahoe, San Francisco, Yosemite, Napa Valley Wine Country, and so much more. We also deliver, so check out Vagabond Van Rentals with the link in the description below. Now let's go ahead and continue with this interior. So pretty basic for the L interior trim. We're going to do it because we also want to cover this. But coming over to the door panel. Door panel is pretty much fully plastic with kind of that fake pleather going on. We have the control switches to the windows, unlock lock button, and your side mirror controls. On the left-hand side of the manual steering column, we have the automatic high beam assist button, as well as your little lighting knob for that dashboard. Coming over to the steering wheel, it is just that same plastic feel on the steering wheel. On the right-hand side, we have the tech going on for the cruise control lane departure, the modes for your media going through your stations, and your crash warning. On the left-hand side, we go through that little info card there on the center of the screen. You could go up and down, right and left to check out the info card. And you get the voice call, so you can actually speak to your phone, increase or decrease the media, okay? On the right-hand side, you got your windshield wiper lever. On the left-hand side, you have your lighting lever for this and also the signal lights. Infotainment screen on the vertical plane. We have to, in order to get the navigation, you have to actually subscribe here at Toyota. I want to show you guys what the media looks like. Remember, you also get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility in the L Toyota Cross trim. Let's go ahead and show you guys the vehicle. Pretty simple, straight to the point, okay? You can go ahead and set that up. You also get Bluetooth and Wi-Fi setup. Dropping down, manual controls. You have one climate control. There is no dual or tri-zone climate, just one zone. Hard buttons to control your defrosters, AC, max AC, and increase that vent flow, okay? Dropping down, USB-C plug-in, more cubby room, shift lever, parking brake button, auto hold, cup holder's nice and big. And popping the center console, a little itty-bitty center console with a USB-C, so two USB-C plugins here in the front, as well as a 12-volt outlet. Seats do come cloth. My best advice to anybody is do not get a light color cloth seat. You will literally regret it because they look so dirty over time if you're not a very clean person, or if you got friends in the car, you got kids and whatnot. Stay away from the light cloth. In front of you, non-lockable glove compartment on the passenger side. Now that we're pretty much done with the front side, let's go ahead and shoot over to the second row seating. Second row seating now, we left the seat down so you guys get an idea of what it looks like from the cabin over to the cargo area of the car. Let's go ahead and pick that up, 60%er. Now, we do have car seat compatibility. This is a stationary back bench. You cannot drop the angle on the seat because some people will ask me that. In front of us, we have just one pocket that's on the back of the front passenger seat. In between those two front seats, we have the air vents and nothing else. I probably would have liked to seen standard some USB-C plugins back here as well. Up top, reading light in the center with your O-snap handles. Now, this car is coming in at around $26,000 and some change, which is like $26,175. Here's the MSRP sticker so you guys get an exact idea of what comes on this car with the price tag on top. Check out our other videos with regards to the Toyota year, make, and model reviews with comparisons and trims here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we truly need you guys and we appreciate you guys for every second and minute you guys watch our videos. Thank you and God bless.